Hello, I'm Papa Bang. In Japan, although most people would consider trains and buses as default transportation, it may not be the best option when you travel with young kids. For the longest time, I always wanted to drive in Japan. This time, I had an excuse to rent a car to drive around Tokyo outskirts, including Mount Fuji area. So, the initial plan was to rent a car for 5 full days. That is a total of 108 hours of drive. We wanted to pick up the car from Kinshicho area, which is near to our place of stay in Tokyo, and drive to Lake Kawaguchiko for 3 days before returning to Kinshicho again. However, our plan changed faster than the weather. On our second day in Tokyo, basically the whole family decided to bring forward the car rental plan, thanks to the place we rent, because it takes 10 minutes walk to the nearest JR station and 20 more minutes train ride before we get to Tokyo station. It would take another 15 minutes or so to arrive at Shibuya or Shinjuku area. Not very convenient, right? So by the time we finish the second day, we are done. The kids wouldn't want to walk anymore, and the wife. So we decided to go for 9 days car rental now. That is a total of 228 hours of drive. And we also changed our plan, and we decided to make Yokohama as the last leg of our trip before leaving Japan. So after much research, we decided to rent a car from Nippon Rent-A-Car, a more reputable car rental company in Japan. Plus, they have branches at the locations that are convenient for us to pick up and return. Now, the challenge has just started. For this 17 days of Japan trip, we brought along 2 pieces of 27-inch hard case luggages, 4 hand carry soft bags, and by the time we spent the first few days in Tokyo, we also had a few more shopping bags added to our belongings. Now, to fit all of what we have, it seems we need a 7-seater car, right? Because sedan car boots wouldn't fit all our things. However, it didn't take long before I almost gave up car renting again. Now, to give you a perspective, renting a 7-seater Toyota Sienna for 9 days will cost about $1,000. I knew for sure that my CFO would not approve the budget. So I could only continue my research, and then K-Car caught my attention. For those who are not familiar, K-Car is unique to Japan. It is a Japanese vehicle class characterized by its small size and engine displacement typically limited to 660cc. K-cars are specifically designed to meet certain size and engine capacity regulations, making them ideal for navigating tight urban spaces. Do you think K-car will work for us? We have to admit that while there are a lot of information online about K-cars and a few reviews on K-car, however, we could not validate whether K-car can fit all 4 of us plus our belongings. But it is so tempting, right? Look at the price. With limited budget on hand, we decided to take the chance to be the first on YouTube to validate whether K-Car will work for us. After much research, we settled with Honda N-Box for a total rental fee of about $575. That is almost half cheaper than Toyota Sienna. But will we survive the road trip? There is only one way to find out, right? If you are traveling to Japan like us, 2 adults, 2 kids with similar luggages and belongings, be sure to watch until the end. If you are interested to see Honda N-Box in detail, check out this video where I show you around the car. In that same video, I will also show you how to get to Nippon Rent-A-Car at Kinshicho and the process of picking up the car. Now, remember to apply for international driving license at your home country before your Japan trip. This is because most, if not all, car rental companies in Japan would not rent you a car without that. And also bring along your passport and credit card. And you are all set to pick up your rental car. Now, let's talk about the star of the show today, the Honda N-Box. For a compact car, it is surprisingly spacious inside, especially with those sliding doors. It is super useful in tight parking spots, especially when you drive around in Tokyo. For a family of 4 like us, Honda N-Box is proved to be an excellent choice. The car offers enough room without being cumbersome to drive on Japan's road. We drove the car around Tokyo Center for the first few days, and to our surprise, it was definitely a pleasant experience. I recorded the drives in some of my other videos, so be sure to check them out here and here. Okay, I get it. So K-cars are designed for city drives, right? So what about long journey drives? Yep. While Honda N-Box is designed for city drive, we also put it through its paces on a proper family road trip. First, we drove up to Irohazaka, a famous pair of winding roads in Nikko. Irohazaka was featured in the Initial D anime and movie. It has an elevation difference of 440 meters. The winding roads features 48 hairpin turns, and the elevation gain is achieved over approximately 16 kilometers of driving. And guess what? We made it through! The round trip all the way from Tokyo with our Honda N-Box. Check out our full video here if you're interested to find out more. Now, the next day, we drove the car to Saitama Railway Museum, which takes about 40 minutes one way. This would have cost us 1 hour 15 minutes one way with 2 lines of trains and a shuttle bus. And by the way, if you're visiting Tokyo with young kids and you had enough of Tokyo City, I highly recommend Saitama Railway Museum for a one-day trip. You can check out my video here to find out more about the place. I bet your kids will have a great day there. Okay, so basically having the car meant we could go at our own pace, stop whenever the kids needed a break, or stopping by convenience stores, and even just pull over for a scenic view. No rushing for trains, no worrying about luggages on the crowd buses. The kids love having their own space in the car, and it made the journey itself part of the adventure. Alright. The real challenge actually began on the day when we checked out from our Tokyo stay, when we embarked on 4 days 3 night road trip around Lake Kawaguchiko. Now, you would think that a compact car like Honda N-Box would struggle, right? Well, you're actually right. It was like a real-time Tetris game. Every luggages, every bags, every shopping items had to find its perfect spot. It has a tight squeeze, but somehow we made it work. It is proven that with a little creativity and a lot of squeezing, anything is possible. Now, the next thing we realized, we were on our way to Kamakura. The roads in Japan are incredibly well maintained, and Japanese drivers are generally polite too. Forget about the navigation in Japanese. I was on Google Maps all the time, and I didn't even make a single wrong turn. The family really enjoyed the luxury of traveling around Japan in a car. Now, in fact, my son said it was so cozy that he loves the Honda N-Box. With a car, we got to see so much more than we would have with public transport. Of course, it wasn't all smooth and sailing. There were moments of navigating narrow city streets or finding parking in busy areas, which can be a bit of a challenge in Japan. But every minor hurdle was part of the experience, right? Besides driving, there were also experience of petrol pumping, not knowing how to ask for full tank in Japanese, or parking around an automated underground car park. Honestly, these experiences just added to the sense of accomplishment and be part of our Japan trip memory. And the reward far outweighed any minor challenges. Being able to pack up and go wherever we want with all our gears and explore Japan on our own terms, it was truly liberating. It allowed us to create memories that would not have been possible otherwise. 4 days, 3 nights at Lake Kawaguchiko area was truly an experience. For me, driving in Lake Kawaguchiko area is certainly the only option if you are traveling with young kids. We drove to Gotemba Premier Outlet by taking our own sweet time. While there was a slight traffic congestion near the outlet, the kids were just enjoying themselves in the car. We also drove through some scenic mountainous area and we get to see Mount Fuji from various angles. Although we regret that we didn't see a snow-capped Mount Fuji, it is still the most iconic mountains we have ever seen. To see Mount Fuji with the naked eyes, people say the best time to visit is between November and February, when the air is clear and the skies are typically less cloudy. Now, in my opinion, if you want to play safe and see the clear Mount Fuji with snow cap, your best bet is in the month of January. Be sure to check out my other videos while we drove around Lake Kawaguchiko here and here. After an incredible journey of nearly 700 kilometers, it was time to say goodbye to our trusty Honda M-Box. We returned the car at Yokohama, which was a different spot from where we picked it up. The return process was just as smooth as the collection. Quick checks and we are done. Now remember the ETC cards that we rented? We used that to pay all the tolls wherever we drove to and only settled the payment when we returned the car to the rental company. For us, the total cost of the toll for the whole journey cost us about $110. Not bad, not bad. Also remember to fill up your tank right before returning the car. Be sure to keep that petrol receipt as a proof, because they're gonna ask you for the receipt when you return the car. So, was renting and driving a Honda M-Box in Japan a wise choice? The answer is, for sure yes lah. The Honda M-Box was indeed a fantastic choice for our family of 4. The amount of money we spent on the car rental was way exceeding our expectation. The right amount of space we needed, the convenience, and the flexibility that we never regret we had while traveling with 2 young kids in Japan. Sometimes, it allowed us to explore off the beaten path and made our entire trip feel like a true, memorable adventure. If you are currently planning to travel to Japan with young kids, I hope this video is helpful for you. Thank you for watching all the way to the end of this video. Please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more family holidays. Let me know in the comment down below if you have ever driven in Japan or if you're planning to do so. Bye bye!